Hello my friends and welcome to new subscribers. Today's question is, can we actually stop our thinking minds? And part two, is that really the question that we want to ask? My name is Paul and this is Path of Ascension.
You know, someone's really not using their brain here.
Is it me?
So let's address part one. Yes, you can stop your thinking mind, and all of us have done it at one point or another. Matter of fact, I might even do a demonstration for you so you can do it here on this video. I remember the first time I noticed that it could be done was back in the day when I used to be a Zen practitioner, and I have like a slew of Zen books, and I was reading one day, and it was getting really intense, and I was really focused on it, and I turned the page, and this particular book just left two blank pages, just right at the peak of the point that the author was making. And my mind just, did you hear that ding? That was a ding from the universe letting me know I'm about to make an important point. Anyway, so my mind just stopped right at that point, and I was like, what happened? I turned the page, and of course it continued, but for that split second, for that moment, everything I was thinking just stopped. So yeah, you can, and you know what? The universe didn't explode, nothing bad happened. You can actually stop your mind. But now part two, is that something that we really need to think about or even try to do? You know, this gets me to the point where I recognize that a lot of spiritual seekers are looking to do something extraordinary and kind of looking outside the norm of what's our normal human function. I mean, the reason why I'm asking the question is that's something we need to do, because that's really not a natural thing for us to do, is to physically try to stop thinking and change our natural behavior.
What?
I'm thinking.
So like when you were a kid, it's so natural just to try things and do things, and you're not focused on anything except just having the experience and learning from the things that work and the things that fail.
Ladies and men, tantrums are not entirely a toddler's fault. Their brains have not developed impulse control. How would you feel if you were a little person and you lost every argument all day?
That is my life. You can't let the animals run the zoo, though.
Well, I think it's good to let kids have their way sometimes.
So lastly, let's address that point. You can't let the animals run the zoo. So who is the animal here? Well, it's the crazy mind, the mind that thinks everything and is constantly going, and you as a person are just following these thoughts. Okay? So what that means is when you're following the thoughts, that means you're attached to the thoughts. A better place to be is the observer of the thoughts. The person who observes those thoughts is the real you. That person, I, the big I, has the choice to follow them, not follow them, make a decision, do whatever they want to. In this way, you are not subject to whatever distress that your thoughts are causing you.
You know what? Sometimes you just snap.
Okay, wow.
How dare you?
Because you are in control of whether you want to follow them and how you want to react to them. So when you do meditation, for example, you sort of slow down the mind and sort of, quiet the mind, and you get a little more centered. I'd highly recommend doing that. I think it's a good practice. But keep in mind, the object of meditation is not to stop thoughts either. It's to allow the thoughts. If you are separate from them and you are seeing them from your big eye point of view, they're not a threat, and they don't pose a problem. You just recognize them, experience them, and decide what you want to do with them.
Somebody help me! I'm being spontaneous!
That's all I got for today, guys. Thank you for watching. If you are tuning into this channel and you've not subscribed, and this kind of stuff resonates with you, please do so. I release a video about every week. I did want to ask a favor of my subscribers. If you are Spotify users, that piece of music on that video, Chakra Journey, I did just release on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes. If you can find me on Spotify, and I believe I'm the only Paul Eisenstein up there, please subscribe to my channel. Maybe put that song in one of your playlists. I have another release coming out tomorrow night, and so thanks in advance for doing this and for sitting through this shameless self-promotion.
Oh dear. What an awkward situation.